Most Americans think buying a used car is simple. You find a good-looking car, take a short test drive, negotiate a little, and you're done. But here's the truth no one tells you. More than half of used car buyers in the USA regret their purchase within the first year. Not because the car was ugly, not because it was slow, but because of mistakes they didn't even realize they were making. And the worst part? These mistakes don't cost hundreds. They cost thousands of dollars. If you're planning to buy a used car in America, this video can save you from years of regret. Let me start with the biggest mistake almost everyone makes. People fall in love with the car before checking the numbers. They see shiny paint, clean interior, maybe low mileage, and their brain switches off. Logic disappears. Emotion takes over. Used car dealers know this very well. That's why the car always looks perfect on the lot. Fresh wash, shiny tires, nice smell inside. But a car's real condition is never on the surface. One of the most common mistakes Americans make is skipping a full vehicle history check. They assume the dealer is honest. They assume the Carfax shown is complete. They assume clean title means clean history. It doesn't. A car can have a clean title and still be in multiple accidents. It can be flooded in another state and later resold somewhere else. It can have odometer rollbacks that are very hard to detect. If you don't personally check the VIN using multiple sources, you're gambling with your money. Another huge mistake is trusting low mileage too much. Americans love low mileage cars. They think lower mileage automatically means better condition. That's not always true. A 10-year-old car with extremely low mileage can be worse than a car that was driven regularly. Why? Because cars are machines. When they sit unused, seals dry out, rubber cracks, fluids degrade, and corrosion starts. Low mileage looks good on paper, but condition matters more than numbers. Then comes the mistake of not checking ownership history properly. A car with many owners in a short period is a red flag. People sell cars quickly for a reason. Maybe there's a transmission issue. Maybe electrical problems. Maybe expensive repairs are coming. If multiple people gave up on the same car, you should ask yourself why. Another mistake Americans make is ignoring total ownership costs. They focus only on purchase price. They think, this car is cheap, so I'm saving money. But used cars don't cost you money only when you buy them. They cost you money every month. Insurance, maintenance, repairs, fuel, registration, unexpected, breakdowns. Some used cars are cheap to buy but very expensive to own. Luxury brands are a perfect example. Buying a used luxury car feels like a deal, but repairing it feels like a punishment. Many Americans buy used BMWs, Audis, or Mercedes thinking they're smart for getting luxury at a discount. But when repair bills arrive, the excitement disappears. Another major mistake is skipping a professional inspection. People say, the car drives fine. That's not an inspection. A test drive tells you almost nothing about future problems. A professional mechanic can spot issues you'll never see. Frame damage, hidden leaks, transmission, suspension problems. Skipping a $100 inspection can cost you $5,000 later. One of the most dangerous mistakes Americans make is buying used cars based only on monthly payment. Dealers love monthly payments. They distract you from the real cost. They stretch the loan term, add fees, increase interest, and suddenly, your cheap used car costs way more than expected. Always focus on total price, not monthly comfort. Another common mistake is not understanding used car financing. Many buyers assume used car interest rates are similar to new cars. They're not. Used car loans often have higher interest rates, sometimes much higher. If your credit isn't strong, the bank makes money from you, not for you. Some Americans end up paying thousands extra just because they didn't compare financing options. Then there's the mistake of buying the wrong car for your lifestyle. People buy cars for how they look, not how they'll be used. A sports sedan for a family, a big SUV for one person commuting alone, a high-maintenance car for someone who barely has time for oil changes. The wrong car becomes a burden. Very quickly, another big mistake is ignoring recall history. Some cars have repeated recalls for serious safety issues. If a car has a history of unresolved recalls, you're putting your safety at risk. Checking recall history takes minutes. Ignoring it can cost lives. Many Americans also rush the decision. They feel pressure, limited time deals, other buyers waiting. Someone else is coming to see the car. Pressure is the enemy of smart decisions. The best used car deals go to patient buyers, not emotional ones. Another mistake is assuming private sellers are always better than dealers. Private sellers can hide problems just as easily. At least reputable. Dealers have legal obligations. Private sellers often don't. Always verify documents, ownership, and condition regardless of where you buy. One more mistake is not budgeting for immediate repairs. Used cars almost always need something. New tires, brake pads, battery, fluids. If your budget is tight and you spend everything on the purchase, the first repair becomes stressful. Smart buyers keep a repair buffer. A very underestimated mistake is not considering resale value. Some cars lose value very fast, even when used. When you try to sell later, you'll feel the loss. Reliable, popular models hold value better. That's money you get back in the future. Finally, the biggest mistake Americans make is not educating themselves before buying. Used car buying is not about luck. It's about knowledge. The more you know, the less you pay for mistakes. If you understand history reports, ownership costs, inspections, and financing, you win. If you don't, the dealer or seller wins. Buying a used car should feel confident, not stressful. It should save you money, not create problems. That's why I make these videos, to help you avoid mistakes most people learn the hard way. If you found this helpful, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel for honest car advice, and comment below what car you're planning to buy. I'll try to guide you. And remember, the smartest car is not the cheapest one. It's the one that costs you the least over time.